John, everyone, this is Nick from MagicalNewsLIVE here, and today I'm going to be explaining to you how you can be one of the first people to be in line for Flight of Passage and Slinky Dog Dash. Flight of Passage being in Pandora, the world of Avatar in Disney's Animal Kingdom, and Slinky Dog Dash in Toy Story Land in Disney's Hollywood Studios. So I'm going to be explaining to you how you can be one of the first people in line for these attractions that generally have a very long wait. Now, let me first off start by telling you it is not that possible to be one of the first people in line, even if you were to camp out overnight, even if you were to camp out for 5 days or 1 week or 1 month for 1 day to be the first person in line. It is not that possible. And today, I'm going to be explaining to you why. See, if you were to camp out for the night to be the first person in line for Flight of Passage at Animal Kingdom, which we're going to use as Animal Kingdom as an example for right now, and then we're going to move over to Toy Story Land. If you were to camp out right at the entrance overnight, bring a tent and all that good stuff, and camp out overnight, be the first person there, there's a very good chance you will not be the first person to ride the ride. And there's a reason for this. See, Disney's Animal Kingdom has certain checkpoints. They have their security checkpoint, and then they have their scanning checkpoint. Now, their scanning checkpoint is where you will go to scan in your ticket, your annual pass card, or your magic band. So that scanning checkpoint, which there are multiple of them, it's not just one, it's whoever gets done first. So, for example, if you're in the 7th one, if you're in the 7th to the right checkpoint, and there's somebody to the first checkpoint, that first scanner could breeze through, and you could be behind someone who, and we all know this person, who their thing keeps turning blue, they have to raise their hand, get someone to come over, and they run right into Pandora. And once you're past that scanner, it's a free-for-all. People will run. People will jump over things. People will run through stores as ways to get into the land. Other people will just walk like they're supposed to. And cast members, if you are running, which be aware of this, they will tell you to go back. They will say, walk back and do not run, because it is a safety hazard when people are running, because you're not supposed to run. So people run into Pandora, people run into Animal Kingdom to get on this ride. So somebody who got there many hours after you did has a good chance of being the first person in line. It's really if you are running and you are fast and you are one of the first people to get in that line. So if you were to camp out overnight, there's a very good chance that you will not be the first person in line. I'm very sorry to break this news to you, but again, you could be. It could just be out. It could just happen to be that it works that way, that you are the first person in line. But my ways to be one of the first people in line is to do not run, because it's a safety hazard for Disney, and they will ask you to walk back. My tip is to power walk. Walk a little fast. Don't walk like it's your Sunday stroll and you have nothing really to do today. Walk a little fast, walk at a fast pace, but don't run. And if you need to, and I know like when you're in a line, you're not supposed to cut people, but cut around people. Only at a certain time. Cut around people when you're in a big group. Do not cut around people when you're in line. So when you're in the Flight of Passage line, do not cut around people to get to the first spot. No, do not do that, because that is actually cutting. When you are in a big group, you can cut through people. There's no issue with that, and people really do not care. So that's how to do Flight of Passage. That's how to do Avatar. When you go early in the morning, so let's say, for example, the park opens at 8 a.m. for not just extra magic hours, for everybody. Park opens at 8 a.m. You get there at 7:15. There will be a wait at 7:15, I guarantee you that. You should have about I would say anywhere from a 15 to a 30-minute wait. Now, when you go at 7:30, I would say you have a 30 to 45-minute wait, because you're in the back of that line and people are going to start going in front of you. When you have that, let's say 7:45, you will have a 45 to 60-minute wait. And again, these are just estimates. I'm not really sure how much your wait will be. It really depends on the day. When you get there at 12 p.m., when the park's been open for a few hours, you'll generally have about a 2-hour or 3-hour or 4-hour, because I've seen it at 4 hours, or a 5-hour wait, which 5 hours is very rare, but it has happened. So get there early. Do not run. Power walk. Walk a little fast, and it will be okay. Generally, the line will extend outside of Pandora. The line moves very quickly because they use up the entire mile-long queue. Now, one thing to note is there are no restrooms in the queue, and I think they have a sign saying no restrooms beyond this point. So, be aware of that. Go to the bathroom before you get to the park. Go to the bathroom in your hotel, at your house, whatever, because there are no bathrooms in the queue. So that is something you do have to be aware of. So that's Flight of Passage. Let's talk about Toy Story Land. Slinky Dog Dash is a featured attraction in the brand new Toy Story Land that opened on June 30th, 2018. And there is a different method to Toy Story Land. When you enter Hollywood Studios, there are a ton of places to go. You could go towards Tower of Terror, you could go towards Star Wars, you could go a lot of places. For Slinky Dog Dash, again, it's kind of that free-for-all thing where you can cut around people, because once you get to the Chinese Theater, it's a big open space, so you can generally do whatever. You can cut around people if you wanted to. Do not run again, because Disney has a rule you cannot run to the rides, and they will ask you to kindly walk back and walk over again. In the morning, the line is generally right to where Woody is, if you can imagine that, and they use up the entire queue. They will use up the entire queue. It'll move. I'm not going to say it will move very fast. And I will say, surprisingly, the Slinky Dog Dash line in the morning is slower than the Flight of Passage line is. That's just how it ends up working. So, I would tell you to get there a little early, maybe the 7:15 if it opens at 8 o'clock. Try to power walk. Do not run, because again, Disney will send you back. Try to power walk. Try to get to the front of the line as quickly as you can, but don't power walk. They don't like that. And then keep filing in the line. You know, don't cut around people in the line, because they don't like that, and you're not supposed to do that. And then I've actually had people ask me, and this is a little bonus part of this video, how you can get on like Tower of Terror and rides like Nemo first. You don't even need to get there early, to be honest with you. They're anywhere from like a 10-minute wait to, with Tower of Terror, like a 60-minute wait, so you don't really need to get there in the morning. There's really no point. So that's basically it with Slinky Dog Dash and Flight of Passage. If you do have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe, as we do live streams every Saturday from home, and then we do generally a lot of Walt Disney World live streams. So be sure to subscribe to MagicalNewsLIVE. Be sure to check out our social medias on Instagram and Twitter. Facebook is currently down at the moment of filming, but be sure to go check out MagicalNewsLIVE on Facebook, on Instagram and Twitter, and be sure to click that notification bell to get notified of every time I go live or post a new video. So go enjoy this video, and thanks for storming with us. Take care.